I said the exact same thing for months in the lead up to the premiere of Andor on Disney+, that even if Andor is the best thing Disney Star Wars has ever made, it's going to have a really hard time actually attracting an audience, and it's going to have a tough time with the ratings. Because quite frankly, for a decade now, Disney has spent time pushing their fan base away. They've been in search of a mythical new audience, and for the better part of that decade, the audience that they do still have, they've trained to only respond to soulless cameos and hollow nostalgia bait. So if you make something that's a very slow burn, that's showing you kind of the monotonous day-to-day things that are going on in the life of someone that's living during the time of the Empire, you're not going to have a massive audience for that, because the people that would have been interested in it, you drove a lot of them away. And it turns out that is exactly the case with Andor. Now, as I've said multiple times, I do think that Andor is the best thing that Disney's ever done. Unfortunately, the audience that would have been around for that, they pushed them away. And in the first week of actual numbers that we get from the Nielsen ratings, the official Nielsen streaming ratings, Andor, its 3-episode premiere, over 2 hours worth of content, it's not on the top 10. Did not even make the top 10, which I do believe is the first time we've had that with one of these live action Star Wars shows. Even Book of Boba Fett's premiere, which is only 2 episodes long, significantly less time, did break into the top 10. Andor, not to be found. Now, when we do go to that original programming, you can see it came in number 6. Came in number 6 in original, a 3-episode premiere. And mark my words, this is why they did 3 episodes. They wanted all that time. They wanted all those minutes watched so they could try to climb up the ratings, but they did not break into the top 10. And so as a result, a lot of people are saying, hey, this means Star Wars is dead. Disney Star Wars declared a dead brand after Andor premiere ratings revealed by Nielsen. YouTuber Valiant Renegade declared Disney Star Wars a dead brand following the release of the premiere ratings for the latest Star Wars series, Andor. Nielsen released their ratings for the week of September 9th through 25th, and Netflix took the top 2 spots. Dahmer dominated when you look at minutes watched. I think had a top 10 week ever in terms of streaming ratings like that. Cobra Kai took second with 1.1 billion minutes. Andor does not even show up in the top 10, just like we talked about. In order to find Andor, you got to go to the original ratings. That was good for only 6th on the originals. Valiant Renegade assessed the numbers, saying that means if we assume everybody who tuned in to watch Andor watched the available watch time to completion, meaning all 3 episodes from start to finish, that's somewhere a little north of 5 million people. Now, I don't think that that's really the number that watched it from start to finish. Probably a little more people did tune in, decided not to watch, whatever. But when you do look at it that way, that's the number you get, a little north of 5 million. To put that in perspective, what Nielsen told us for the last premiere, the ObiWan series, was significantly different. 11 million people tuned into the 2-episode premiere of ObiWan, and it got over 1 billion minutes watched. Now, there is clearly a big difference between these things. Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the most popular Star Wars characters. This series got hyped during Celebration. This had Darth Vader coming back. Like, there is so much that a lot of people wanted to look in and check in and see when it comes to that. But you cannot deny that that has to be disappointing for Lucasfilm when you can't even break the top 10 in originals on Disney+. But you also can't deny that a number like that, when you release 3 episodes to try to crawl up there and you get just over 600 minutes, that is disappointing for Lucasfilm and disappointing for Disney. This combined with the news we got that when you look at the people that are talking about this, when you look at the conversation around Andor, there's simply not as many people talking about it as there has been with any other Star Wars release. Again, I think they've kind of done that to themselves. They really have. Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm have done this to themselves. They have made so much of their content devoted to a name you'll remember, a place you remember. Here's a cameo. Look at this person showing up. And it just has this kind of drive-by fan base that'll kind of stand anything they happen to think is popular at the time. Ooh, look, Obi-Wan. Ooh, look, Darth Vader. Ooh, look. Like, that is the kind of audience that they are after right now. That's the bottom line. And a lot of the very dedicated fans that would have been interested in a gritty, slow-burning thing like Andor, you push them away. They're not interested in it anymore. And that is one of the reasons you're going to see this thing continue to struggle in the ratings department. 6th in original, can't even crack the top 10 overall. Again, this is what I expected from the beginning. This is not a surprise to me in any way, shape, or form. I've been saying it for months that this was my expectation, and that is exactly what has happened. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Like I said, I do think that Andor is the best thing they've done. It has some problems, though. It's too slow of a burn. I think they took too much time doing some of these things, and I personally don't think Diego Luna's a very compelling character as Andor. Now, whether that's his acting, whether it's just the fact that the character itself don't give a fuck about, I don't know, but it does have some problems. With that being said, I think it's the most competent thing Disney Star Wars has ever done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.